Currently, we are seeing the race of the marketplaces. You see, there are dozens of NFT marketplaces in existence, and many of them, they have a specific focus or just a niche. So the question that remains is, in which NFT marketplace should you invest? And which marketplace has the potential to become among the market leaders of tomorrow? Now, what you should look for before deciding in which one to invest in is also important. And that is why I thought that in this video, we're going to talk about one specific protocol that I believe could have the potential to be among the market leaders of tomorrow. And we're going to talk about OGN Protocol, which is a Web3 protocol with the mission to bring non-fungible tokens, also known as NFTs, and decentralized finance DeFi to the masses. So we're going to look at the latest OGN Protocol updates that have been catching all the attention, a lot of attention from investors around the globe. And we're also going to give you some future price predictions ranging from 2022 to 2025. But before we start off, I just want to let you know, in case you are new to crypto, well then let me start off with the obvious. I know that it can be a bit overwhelming to get into this ecosystem universe of the future. But please, don't worry. If you have already made it this far, made it to this video here on my channel, well, all I can do is congratulate you, because you are truly on the path to become among the 1%. My name is Nico Arachi, and I'm the host of Crypto Never Sleeps. OGN Protocol aims to unlock value in crypto-centric opportunities across several verticals. And when we talk about verticals, usually they refer to, that it's interoperable, meaning that it can interact with various ecosystems, blockchains. So one main feature is its self-serve NFT sale. Its WYSIWYG editor enables creators to create OGN accounts, and with that they can then upload audio, visual assets for their NFTs and customized websites. Furthermore, they can then also schedule NFT sales. On top of that, OGN Protocol offers its OGN NFT marketplace, and site-specific marketplaces can then be run by creators on their own websites. However, they are using the OGN infrastructure. Now, in old school financial terms, that would be referred to as a white label model. So basically, the infrastructure is provided, the platform, the protocol, by OGN, but you can have your own website, or if I was a content provider, then I could basically have the software running behind all the Crypto Never Sleeps logos and marketing. I hope that makes sense. Another key part of OGN's utility is the stablecoin, and their stablecoin is called nothing else than OGN Dollar. And I really can't pronounce it, so I'm not a big fan of it, but a stablecoin, this was a little bit of a joke. A stablecoin is always important. And we can see, because when the markets are going downwards or sideways, right, it is always good that if you can buy low, sell high, get out, put your hard-earned money into the stablecoin, and then in turn, staking rewards will be generated on your stablecoin. So this algorithmic stablecoin does not require staking or lockup periods, but, and here's the thing, automatically generates yield between 20 and 150%. So OGN Protocol enables users to automatically accrue yield while just holding their stablecoin. So the OUSD integrates with two lending providers, namely Compound and Aave. So the OUSD is also integrated with several automated market makers like Curve, Uniswap, SushiSwap, and Balancer. Now the OUSD smart contract automatically earns yield, and in the future, OP plans to distribute the reward tokens earned from the DeFi protocols across OUSD holders. The OP protocol was launched by Mr. Josh Frazier and Matthew Lee, and the protocol's founding engineer is Yu Pan, and who is she, a former co-founder of PayPal and ex-Google executive. OGN's lead investor is nothing else or less than Pantera Capital, and other investors include Foundation Capital, Block Tower, Steve Chen, who's the founder of YouTube, and Gary Tan, who is partner at Y Combinator. Now that you know what Origin Protocol is, let's go in and have a look at the price. The live OGN price today is 0.48 cents on the dollar. And the current coin market cap ranking is number 197 with a live market cap of more than 189 million. However, and I like to point this out, trading at 85% below its all-time high, which was recorded on April the 8th, 2021. Now let's go and have a look at the recent updates, events and news. First of all, holding and staking OGN tokens is set to become a lot more lucrative following the passage of a governance proposal that will distribute platform fees to stakers. So Origin Story is the protocol's NFT launchpad that has been utilized by musicians, celebrities and creators to mint new lines of NFTs for interested parties to purchase. The proposal, which was put forward by the core development team at Origin, will establish a direct connection between Origin Story's product traction and revenue growth and OGN performance, and it passed with 100% approval from the voting participants. And how could that be different, right? I mean, I guess the holders of the OGN tokens will ultimately have a profound interest in staking and also have an interest in earning, becoming more rewards. So that's why 100% of the stakers were interested in generating more return for their stakers. Well, following its full implementation, OGN stakers will begin to get rewards from primary sales commissions and secondary trading and royalty fees on Origin Story. The second piece of update or news is more OUSD updates and news. You see, they are revamping their stablecoin. I mean, it was already revamped from the first piece of news, but they are just continuing to improve the stablecoin. You see, the second development providing a boost for the OGN token is an increase in the capabilities of the OUSD plus the addition of a governance token and a new exchange listing. In March, OGN holders voted yet again on a proposal for the creation of a new governance token for OUSD that will be distributed to the OGN holders. The measure passed a community vote and helped spark the mid-March rally in OGN price after traders accumulated the token in order to qualify for the airdrop. On top of the momentum generated by the governance token launch and all their voting, OUSD has also benefited from a listing on Gate.io, which is offering the OUSD holders extra yield as an additional way to earn, aside from the 15% that OUSD holders earn by simply holding the token in a wallet. A third factor is its continued expansion of its NFT ecosystem, which has seen multiple new projects launch in the past month. Now, the upcoming launch of Blades of Valor, which is a player versus player role-playing game and NFT ecosystem, is also helping to generate a bit of buzz for the gaming community on Origin. So Origin released its official light paper on March the 17th, and the document details how the Origin NFT Launchpad will allow users to build their own marketplace with custom landing pages and dynamic auction formats. So the protocol, they claimed to have successfully auctioned the world's first tokenized album by electronic music producer 3Lau, and the sale generated 11 million in 24 hours. Origin also tweeted an NFT drop on Origin's NFT Launchpad by Grammy Award-winning multi-platinum musician Loop Fiasco, which went live on April the 12th. A superstar. I'm a superstar or something like that. It was a good song, so he might just NFT that song and tokenize it and place it on the platform, and then everybody from all other ecosystems, they can, have access to whatever that is. Because, I would still think I could still just go in and listen to that song. But anyway, it's good. It's good. Finally, we are getting around to the future price predictions. And let's see. The first one comes from Digital Coin. And they believe we're going to see a high in 2022 of 83 cents. and $1.38 in 2025. Second one comes from Trading Beast, and they're predicting we're going to see that the price will hit a high of 98 cents in 2022 and $1.45 in 2025. Now the final and last one comes from crypto-currency-price-prediction.com, and in contrast to the two above, they're basing their prediction on a fundamental approach. And they believe we can see a high of $1.38 in 2022 and $7.74 in 2025. So before we end, I always like to give a few cents on the dollar, and I hope and think that today I can give maybe 15 to 20 cents on the dollar. Reason being is NFT marketplaces, they are ultimately your path or anyone's path to start investing into digital assets, or let's say collectibles, and as many would like to put it, digital art. There are a lot of options out there. That goes without saying. So as easy it is for me to say that you gotta be sure to choose the one that is going to be a market leader of tomorrow, it's not that simple. You see, I think that anyway, there's a lot of competition. Identifying the right one could in itself provide a challenge. So I think this race has started, but hasn't even really crystallized who could become the ultimate market leaders of tomorrow. But nevertheless, you gotta be sure to choose one that suits your buying and storage needs based on let's say, the type of NFTs that you're not only after or interested in, but that you understand. You see, that's what I always do. If I always go by myself. If I like the platform, the way that, that if it's user-friendly, it has a nice user experience, the support, these are some of the main features where you yourself can do some research, right? Because if you like to use it and it's just, straightforward, then probably many other people would also like to use it. Now, if you can't, you're sitting there and you can't figure it out. Anyway, that's just some general advice. However, it is still early days, which is why we all have to be aware, and this is a warning. It's a new industry and it is highly speculative. Obviously, you will read in the news that some NFTs, they have been sold for millions and soon it will be billions, but I can guarantee you that there's no guarantee that this will continue. You see, the value of digital art and collectibles, they work. And that's what the analysts within this industry say. They work the same as physical art and collectibles. Well, in a certain way, I would agree. But we know that taste and value is subjective. And it is determined by factors such as uniqueness and reputation of the artist who made it. So making a purchase, if any, should not, and that's what I mean, it should be a very small percentage of your overall investment strategy, and you should be able to hold on to this for quite a while. Now, I did make, a little bit of sarcastic comments during this video. Reason being is, when a new trend arrives, right? I think when we saw the development of the Web 1.0 and the Web 2.0, I feel that there were some advantages that were very clear to understand and explain to anyone. Everybody understood that it's really simple and much quicker and faster and better if you can send a mail across the globe and within a minute, as opposed to writing it, printing it, walking down to the post office, right? So there we could all see a very clear value proposition. With the NFT marketplace, I see improvement, I see value proposition, but not to the extent that is really being focused on. Now, I have in the past, and especially if you watch our live streams, I do tend to say that NFTs currently is being promoted. And don't forget, cryptocurrencies are still an unregulated market. That means that you and we could create an NFT together with Luke and Fiasco. And then I would put it on the market for $1 million. And you know what? You would buy it off me for 10 million. And there we go. We just sold Luke's fiasco for 10 million. What a lovely story. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and in case it gave you any kind of value, well, then you know what to do. You know, hit like, smash, subscribe, and all them goodies. And we also do some live streams, 3 to 5 times a week. Please come and join. Sometimes they're fun, sometimes they're not. But one thing's guaranteed. Kitty, she loves you.